Hi, my name is Tim Dudley and I'm the president of New Leaf Publishing Group, and I want to talk to you today about a book that's pretty close to my heart entitled Like a Mighty Wind by Mel Tari and Cliff Dudley. Cliff Dudley was my father, and he was at a conference in 1970 and he heard Mel Tari speak about the revival in Indonesia that just taken place. And my dad really felt compelled to go forward and talk to Mel, and he said, hey look, I'm in the publishing business. My company that I currently am with would not be interested in publishing it, but I want to tell you that this is a story that needs to be told in a book form. Well, Mel Tari just said, well, if the Lord really prompts you to come forward and tell me that, then I think the Lord is also, the Holy Spirit is working in you to say, I think you should publish it, I think you should write it, I think you should help me. And so, to make a long story short, that's exactly what happened. It was the first book that my dad had ever written, and he also co-founded a company around this book. He left the company he was with and he founded Creation House, and this is in 1971, and this was one of the very first books that they ever published at this new company. And the book took off. It sold 25,000 copies a week for like 24 months. It was incredible. There's several million copies in print. I would guess it's at about 50 different foreign languages. And the book was just very successful. 4 or 5 years later, my father left that company and started New Leaf Press. And that book kind of followed us over here. So that book's been in print approximately 30 years. And it still sells very well today. It's amazing the success that book has and how well it continues to permeate into people's lives, into people's souls, because it really talks about Old Testament miracles. Water into wine and healings, and how God moved in a tremendous way. And obviously people are fascinated with that. They don't really think that those type of events and miracles can take place in this modern time that we live. My father went to be with the Lord 19 years ago last week, and it really is kind of cool to think that his legacy is still going on in that book today. I'm proud to say it's still in print, and it's still touching lives, and through ink on paper, through the printed page, we can still touch eternity and souls, and that's what my dad was so passionate about, and that's what we are really about here at this company as well.